Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
And you think back to his days at Oregon, Mike, Heisman Trophy winner, that dynamic dual-threat athlete at the quarterback position. It just seems like ever since that leg injury, he hasn't been able to recapture that old self. But make no mistake about it, this is a veteran, talented quarterback that has his eyes set on not only leading this team today, but leading them to victory.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
This is 3rd and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. On target, got it to McClure. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback for the Vikings.
So after getting drafted in the 1st round a year ago to Minnesota, gets off to a slow start, suffers an early injury, ends up watching the entire season from the sidelines. Sam Darnold took the starting job and ran with it. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's time. He got to watch firsthand how good you can be in this Kevin O'Connell system if you just rely on the weapons, trust the reads, and play within the confines of that system, because Kevin O'Connell has shown 2 things. He can win football games, and he can coach quarterbacks.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st and 10.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On first down, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Throwing again is McCarthy. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. We'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
From From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, and keeps this drive alive.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Washington.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He's going to run it. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He'll drop to throw. That's taken in, and they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
Washington.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Krosky Merritt trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. McNichols trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1, 3rd down now, and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Marcus Mariota, touchdown Commanders. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 7, Vikings 3.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Little play action here with McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are on top. It's now 10-7.
The score, Vikings 10, Commanders 7.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Krosky Merritt to run again. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. And he will have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that first tackle, and pick up the first down.
Now, faking the give. Has caught. That's Lane. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Commanders first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The motion man here is McClure. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Krosky-Merritt. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A run out of the gun. Krosky-Merritt.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
2nd and 10. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
Really good discipline by the defender. So he was the read of that RPO. So if he plays the run, it's a pass. If he plays the pass, it's a run. But he knew exactly what was coming. He kind of drew that pass, and he was there to make the play.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
At the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's Lane, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced out left. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as they'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Catch made by Thielen. They get 22 yards there. First down, Minnesota.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run it here with Jones. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Here's McCarthy. Rolling right.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is hard. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and Plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
To John Bates. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. He'll step up and run. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders make the lead 4. It is 17 to 13.
Vikings 13.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense going to take over just before the half. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is McCarthy. Get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
22 yards.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Price now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A run. It's Jones. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Deron Payne there for the stop.
And 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. As he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll motion over Thielen. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Flush to his right, taking off, he'll try to get there. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the 1st guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his 1st try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you go.
Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What a big call there. It's 4th down. A field goal gives you the lead, but they clearly want more. Mike, we see so many teams going more towards the 4th down, keep the offense on the field. 3 points don't get you the win. And this shows so much confidence in this offense by this coaching staff.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. And a run. Here's Krosky-Merritt, and he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Price now to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play for Minnesota. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but with the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
3rd and long. Pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This from an even 50 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That pass taken in by McClure. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll have a Commanders first down as he takes it to the 35.
And a Commanders first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
As caught, that's Lane. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
2nd and 10. They'll go with Bill. That's Krusty Merritt. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they'll move this ball way down into into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play for Minnesota, and even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Vikings.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Back to the air once more on second down. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be third down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Washington.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Back to the air one more time. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. 9
yards.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
3 yards.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the give, it's Jones. And the Vikings are going to have first and goals inside the 10. Mark them at the 7.
12 yards.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll put Addison in motion. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. To throw is McCarthy. And he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead.
Makes the score Vikings 39, Commanders 17.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Josh Metellus. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left, but it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. There's that man again, another catch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Vikings. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a